perambulating up and down on the telephone for extensive periods. I hope it was not anything major.
When you are here and you are from the provinces and the family members are down there. And you receive many calls. I was discussing with my parents. Mainly.
Okay, good. So we've just finished one topic. We have 2 more to go. Let's talk about the 2 Gambian Americans.
Gambian American
MaLamin Ceesay and
MaLamin Ceesay and
What do you know about that issue? But before that, do you know a person called Duta Kamaso? Did you participate amongst those who went to search her house when she was arrested?
No.
Were you aware of her arrest?
Yes, I knew she was arrested.
Did you participate in her investigation?
I might have participated, but I don't think I have been to her residence to conduct any search.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
then I cannot remember.
Yes, but she would remember because she is the victim. And of course you know, Duta Kamaso is very educated, very sound, very smart. She would not mix you with somebody else. You are certainly not Dr. MaLamin Ceesay.
Duta Kamaso akarantale akuninta anenetini modol ni nyamilawo kafako itelon Dr. Ceesay.
I know Duta, but actually I never participated in her arrest, neither to conduct any search in her premises.
Well, if you did not, why would she identify you of everybody else?
Well, sir, I still emphasize that actually it's our own choice.
It's just a blanket denial on your side, really. And nothing else.
No, sir. So whatever.
But of course you know that this is an honorable lady. She is an honorable lady. She would have no interest whatsoever. We want to put you in trouble.
So I've never, ever.
You are thinking?
No, I'm not thinking participated. The arrest and searching on Duta Kamaso's premises.
You participated in her investigation.
Well, we investigated.
It's a yes or no answer. You know her.
I know her.
She is iconic. She can't be mixed up with anybody else.
I know her, but I cannot remember. I cannot remember whether I participated in her distance.
Mr. Witness, that is a lame excuse. You know fully well.
No.
If you investigated someone like Duta Kamaso, you would know.
sedo nyin kay mo ku seni wolati
How could you forget that?
Kis mi alon ka kamunte ko ati duta kama sobe nyamen ite be nyina la wala nyaadile.
So, like I said, I know Duta Kamaso.
Duta Kamaso.
Duta Kamaso, she was parliamentarian.
Duta Kamaso, Dibitele Martino.
But
one of the few female parliamentarians we had.
So mi alon ko ate musol kono ate safa ate damallo.
And for her age and her education.
Abenon deputy bungoto andung ala sanjo be nyami anala karan wa miso.
No sir.
Anisa.
Definitely.
So you cannot forget her.
I cannot, or I've never, ever participated in the arrest and conducted search in her premises.
We've gone past that. We're not talking about the investigation. You participated in her investigation.
It could be, but I cannot remember. It could be, but I cannot remember.
But that is what is baffling.
Yeah,
you're just hiding behind I cannot remember. You know fully well that you did.
Sir, I will not hide anything here.
What crime did she commit?
Actually, sir, I don't know whether I can remember participating in her investigation. Like I said.
You remember the freedom information, the freedom newspaper saga?
Freedom saga.
I remember freedom.
Freedom kibar kaito.
You worked on that, didn't you?
Briefly.
So it now rings a bell. Now you remember?
No, I don't know whether actually she was part of that investigation. Yeah, I mean, lead counsel.
He was. Actually, arrested and detained at the NIA for extensive periods of time. And you people were responsible for the investigation.
I cannot, could be, but I cannot remember. I cannot remember. I know Duta Kamaso, but I cannot remember.
Well, you worked on that case, didn't you?
I know I was part of that freedom investigation partly.
She was arrested for accessing the freedom newspaper online. And you participated in that investigation.
That's true.
Exactly, so now you recall.
It could be, but I cannot remember actually, sir, that I have participated in conducting search and arrest and her detention. Might be NIA.
No. The question now is the investigations. You worked on that investigation. She was arrested in connection with that case. Do you deny that you investigated her involvement in that?
Actually, I know Duta Kamaso, but I cannot remember. It has happened. I'll come point blank and tell you yes.
Well, even if you don't say, I mean, the commission is able to draw a conclusion as to whether really you participated in that investigation or not. You said you did.
Ite saying abidame he have follow mafo commission obidame to says a school sabatin no nkoto wede follow ida dun tale fo mandad ida mandu.
Those people, what crime did they commit?
It will
be it anti-Duta Kamaso be it Mr. Mboop,
Telom
be it
Duta
Pamodu
Kamso,
Fall,
Mr. Mboop,
be it Bojang from
Pamodu
MRC.
Fall, Bojang MRC.
What crime did they commit?
So I think in this case, I can remember some of these, then I only had an interaction with Malik.
yaje sa nyinko kono nyin case mi bekere no wato hakilo blata minna nimmi yokuso to nyoma ka
But the rest,
Malik
I cannot remember them, but I know Malik.
wotol nim hakilo mo muta bar hakilo e Malik la
You see,
muta
the victims will always remember. What crime did Malik commit?
But it was alleged they made a false information.
ye tumila nunko ko itolie kumakanne bonne mi alan ka manka tonyati
And I understand they send news to the Freedom newspaper online.
ngami long wala ka kibaro ki free ka fo ko kibar bunda mi Freedom newspaper.
Was that true?
We could not see any credible evidence to link them to those things.
Man said that mi alan ko ama hani siki saka soto mi alan ko ase tol chokino wo ko nyinale.
They were tortured.
I pass at times.
You are stammering, Mr. Witness. You are being very deliberate and tentative. You are thinking through your answers.
No, sir.
Anisa.
No, sir. If it was.
Were they tortured?
I cannot remember definitely, and even if that had happened, I personally didn't, because sometimes I will not be present in all.
Mr. Witness, you remember the incident, you remember the people. You cannot remember that they were tortured.
It counts.
This is selective memory, Mr. Witness.
Yes.
It's like I remember there's a bottle on my desk. I did not remember whether there was water in it. This is selective memory. This is selective amnesia. You knew they were tortured. This was the normal thing at the NIA, wasn't it? Witnesses are persons accused are tortured to confess. That was modus operandi, wasn't it?
For one, I am not working with the NIA.
Mr. Witness, answer my question.
Yeah, this was happening in NIA.
That was the modus operandi. That's how they did the work.
That's how the NIA operates.
Yes, and those of you who are incorporated in the NIA investigations, you all knew that this is the way the work was done. Torture people to confess. That's the truth, isn't it?
I know that in NIA, I mean, they conduct torture on people.
And this group too, they were tortured.
In person, I did not witness that if it had happened, but I can tell you that I had only contact with Malik. And I did not personally have anything that imply or torture on Malik.
Wala manta mama beji bari sa se ni mako ko ni Malik la kudunta ni Malik la tema.
Let me give you another chance.
Yes.
You are on national TV. We don't want it to be embarrassing. You knew that these guys were tortured.
Your worship,
just tell the truth.
Sorry to call you
Counsel.
Lead counsel.
Lead counsel.
Cholo, I know Mboop.
But
I cannot remember actually whether I've implied torture on him.
This is the worst answer anybody could give.
You know,
I cannot remember if I have implied torture on him. Applied torture on him. Don't you find this ridiculous? If you had tortured the guy, you would know whether you had tortured him.
If I had tortured the guy, I would have informed this.
The question in the first place, was he tortured? And just give an honest and straightforward answer.
Well, I personally, I did not apply torture on him, definitely. To be quite honest, lead counsel.
Mr. Witness, I have not come to you yet. I have not come to what you have done. The question is, was he tortured?
I cannot remember. I cannot remember lead counsel.
But how could you not remember?
I cannot remember lead counsel.
Look, you knew or you know that the system was to torture people who come to the NIA to confess. You know that. That was the modus operandi, that was the system, that was the way they did things. Correct?
Yes, in the NIA.
In fact, the investigative panels in which you walked in, it was normal that people are tortured and brought in.
Yes, at times, not on all occasions.
And on this particular occasion, a lot of them say they were tortured. Well, not Pamodu Fall, but Malik Mbub, Bojang, and the young boy, what's his name again? Kanyi? You all know about it.
I know in the NIA premises, people detained there, they've undergone tortures.
And these three people I have mentioned, where were they detained?
And
where were they detained?
Like I said, I mean, they were detained at the NIA, but I had the cause to talk to only Malik. The rest you are mentioning their names here, actually, I cannot remember them. But Malik, I know Malik very well.
But Malik was tortured.
Well, if Malik was tortured, actually, it could be, but my interaction with Malik, actually, because I remember, if I can remember Malik's evidence here, I overheard it saying that actually I was present in the panel. And my relation with Malik, at that time, will not impose any threat on Malik, not to torture him.
Mr. Witness, do you guys have a personal relationship?
See, Malik, when Malik helps me a lot, at times, sometimes when I was in Darfur, I mean, this bank transaction of personal life, we used to communicate.
Yeah. Did you guys have a personal relationship? Do you have a personal relationship?
We don't have that personal to that extent, but we know each other. And we have respect for each another.
You see, we do not have the allegation that you personally tortured Malik.
Alors, yanjibe man seli arosto ko ite fango Malik tajiriya.
Maybe that is what motivated your answer.
Keno wole hamendi ite la njabirodo.
The question is, where's Malik tortured?
For Malik ya tajiriya leba.
Tell us the truth.
He could have been tortured.
Ske ya tajiriya.
Could have been tortured.
Skeno ya tajiriya.
He was tortured.
Ya tajiriya.
It council could have been tortured.
He was tortured.
Ya tajiriya.
It could have been tortured because then the system going on there, people go through a lot of torture.
At all time on Tarambul Benunje Nyam, Mojamal
could have been tortured.
Askeno ya tajiriya.
And he was tortured.
And the fang ya tajiriya.
He could have been tortured, your worship.
You see, Mr. Witness, you are hiding behind ignorance. But all of you who were in this panel knew that these guys were being tortured. All of you knew that.
Tortures happen in most of the panels.
And this one was no exception, indeed.
Since the incident took place in the NIA complex, it would be an exception.
So he was tortured. Just speak the truth, Mr. Witness. There is no suggestion here that you participated in torturing him. If I did have that, perhaps I would take a different route.
The council, tortures have been happening, and this one is no exception.
If
that is your nice way of saying they were tortured, I'll accept it. Is that what you do?
I'm not putting it in any nice form. But like I said, I mean, Malik had interaction with them. If he claimed that he was tortured, he was part of that party. It is understood that actually tortures had been happening in the NIA premises. And this was not hidden in anyhow. There's a lot of revelations in this very room here. People have passed through difficult tortures in the NIA premises. So if Malik
including
Malik said actually he was tortured actually, then this is no exception.
Are you claiming that you did not know? Just be careful. If evidence emerges that you knew, it would change everything.
Like I said, Malik could have been tortured. In her sins, I mean, these very premises is known of people went through tortures.
Well, why did you agree to participate in these panels?
In panel, maybe you don't choose yourself.
Yaje ni wo nata wo alpha kafol ni be londe le ka fa panel amanke fon ke fan tombonde.
But you knew that these panels involve violations of rights of suspects.
Ya londe ko ning alpha kafol ye min londe ten ike dabula hadama de nyanta tinyal ni momo mi alon ko yati 2 million.
You knew that.
Yes, I endorsed that.
Go ko tamale.
But not only did you endorse it in terms of knowledge, you endorsed it in terms of conduct.
Amanga ko ete ko nyin tale.
You accepted the conduct.
Ya lo nyame, but if I sonta ina ta dabula ko kulke. Ko kulke ke dabula ko ko ale kulke.
Correct?
You come up with yours. Sorry, I was distracted for thing. Sorry.
If you need more time to think, we would give you more time to think. But you guys endorsed the working methods of these panels.
But I told you, panel do kunyanyal. I told Aliata, Alsontama.
I agree.
Zonta.
What can one say about that?
The
And do you realize that by so doing, all of you commit serious violations of human rights?
silang fayalo nako kabring aliyo ke atul be nata dabla kul kon ka kuje adama de nyanta tinyake nanging banko kono jam.
Yeah, since it has happened,
Bari ngaketal.
we did not stop it.
Ando ma fo ya bula.
I entirely agree.
Ko to wokam ndol be dabo bula ta wota jirinte yakona.
What do you say to these two groups of suspects in whose investigations you participated as a panelist and they were tortured? Freedom Newspaper panel, the Ndur Cham coup investigation panel. What do you say to all these victims?
In ne fo ñu mod mi alon ko kafufululu mi alon ko mantora molum atolle dabla tan ñu ko le ku jawol kila e mun fo ñu mo fo la kuto ñi sagar freedom sagam la kibar kayto ani Nduru Cham la ku deta momo mantora to akono atol ite mun soto ka fa mari.
Well, Ndurjam saga, and this one actually, that's a cross violation committed by the junglers, and if in the whole, let me say the whole panelist.
Mbato yaga ngabanyami jonglers wole nyanta tinyake balsa mbatu ngafa fanko momo mi yala ko dabula ta wo alfa ko no proka kiskisro.
This is why I asked you the question.
Wala na ngini kanyi karola.
Since all of you are responsible, that's why I asked you the question. What do you have to say to these people? These victims?
Well, they have gone under a series of torture by junglers and the whole panelist.
Yeah, blata tajirinte am kolongon la kono milia wolke wala jongler ti ani milia lonko wala panelo mol nyinti.
Even though we were present,
na tala nyinkanko mbenu njela,
and we did not actually participated in the physical torture.
Na tara amanke kontol fongola wulta ke tajriya.
Since we know the commission of the offense, everybody is liable, sir. And we, I foresee as a panelist, if we should infringe their rights, and we did something I mean, we strongly apologize for any wrongdoing.
For both groups? For both groups?
Both.
Did you participate in another investigative panel?
Unless you remind me.
Did you participate in any investigative panel at the NIA?
Alpha Kafudo Dani Blotel Alpha Kofu million di NIA, me alone ko wala nyanta kiss ro keleje. Ida nene bulata do kono do fanan kono ba.
Unless you remind me, Council.
I just asked you.
I should think because we used to go to Nduru Cham's panel.
How about the Langtombong panel?
Then I was in peacekeeping mission in South Sudan.
You see how quick the two answers come out? Okay, now tell us about the two Gambian Americans.
Gambian American.
Sometime in 2014.
2014 what is it?
Or was it 2013?
Oh, 2013.
I came to New Destin in 2014.
2014.
Proceed.
Then the Inspector General of Police,
who was that?
Yankuba Sonko, and informed me that they are about to form a panel. This is with regard to the two American Gambian citizens.
Alpha Londela Minkamba Kafumi panelo will be Sujila Mola Kola Mialonko America Dingon Lamuiti, but Gambia Dingon Lafamuiti, but the America Dia Fanasotole.
And he said later the other panelists will come to Kairaba and I need to supervise it.
Akofana nyato demanding mol mi yalanko e danyanta blalo panelo kono ibinala Kairaba and intelligent ka yamaroke ka fue mbek intelligent kala moti mimbe kenken na purkata wo panelo kan kalondi.
So you are head of the panel.
Kamuta ko panelo intelligent kila nyato nkoti.
I can say I'm the most senior somebody there at the time. And I was part of panel.
But because you had supervisory responsibility over the work of the panel, it means you are the head of the panel.
That's true.
What were your terms of reference?
According to the IGP, the American and the Gambian citizens disappeared in the Gambia, and there was no trace of them. He went further to say that the government is expecting some independent investigation team.
I have continued a California Masakunda. If a Yantamula Sotalajang, Milialon will better fana Kisikisi Bundate, Mantaram Lari Masakunda, Mantara Moka, in Ataka Kisikidor.
And a panel was constituted.
In Adana Moltombong Londi Kafumi Panelo
comprises the following institutions: the Gambia Police Force,
Gambia Police Bunda,
myself, Amadou Kujabi. Yes, myself, Amadou Kujabi.
And Amadou Kujabi.
So I can't remember. And go to the military intelligence.
You have
one Gomez.
Ali Gomez, Papu Gomez?
I cannot remember the first name, but if I see him, I'll
What was his rank?
At that time, he was lieutenant.
Proceed.
And in the drug law enforcement agency.
Only one person from military intelligence?
Yes, I can remember. That's what I can remember. Yeah. In the NIA,
la fanna.
Yeah, Usman Jallo.
La bije.
And one Kamara. And we have a lawyer from Attorney General's chambers.
Attorney General like chambers office.
This is a woman. But I cannot remember her name, but she lives in Kololi.
What position did she later occupy in government?
Installed her state council.
Did she later occupy another important position in government?
I mean, not to my knowledge.
All right.
Then she was even responsible of typing the report.
Well, tell us about the investigation.
And later I made to understand that the case was initially reported to Brusubi police station. And one Famara Wasature was responsible.
Responsible for what?
For the investigation and the initial investigation Brusubi police station.
How did the matter come to be reported?
I mean, according to Washa, I mean, the tenant of the house, or the landlord, let me put it in this way, a landlord, complained that tenants occupying the room left the house unbeknown to him. And he need police intervention. According to him. And I believe that was in 2000, I don't know, end of the 2013 or so. This was the investigation at Kairaba. It was in respect that the IG came and he told me this, and a panel was constituted.
And what was the objective of the panel?
Was to trace the two Gambian American citizens and to know where they are whereabouts.
Proceed.
Continue.
Then a search was conducted here in the Gambia.
Where did you search?
Actually, we go around. I did not go, but I understand from the team, Bruce police, they search all the area, even the border posts and everywhere.
Who went to search?
Well, no, I think Wasa, that one I don't know.
Malam, but Wasa?
Because actually, this was after a 1-year investigation was brought to Kairaba police station.
Wow, atata fosanji kilim kola inata kisikisiro nyina.
And this was based because
Mr. Witness, you are the head of the investigation.
Yes.
Sedo itele ketanyi kisikisilla la nyato
know what places were visited in search of these people.
itata munto ni munto le kataka nyimmo la ko kiskis.
Excuse me. The only place I know
Ngapa dingkra min long.
when it was alleged that
Abriya foko.
the two Gambian Americans were spotted in Guinea-Bissau.
Mol mi yalon ko Gambian American dingol len ye jele Guinea-Bissau banko kam.
Then a panel moved to Bissau,
Ya je wo panelo ni natana ta Bissau.
but they were no, that one, they cannot be traced.
Ay mana ila kuol Kenya lo imagine.
I believe Wasa being the initial investigator and
Lata ko bawo wasa kita moti kisikisiro da mutafulo ablata wol kono.
think he would have been in a better position
Amra trese keno moti mi yalon ko.
to inform this commission about how they started their investigation.
Min ka kibaro futandi nying commissioner mo kisikisiro nying da mutano nyang.
But as head of the investigations,
Bare kum itikete nyameng ka fo la nyaton koti.
you cannot tell us what places were searched, where he was looked for.
Teta fumla muli itate jibe munto tate nyini muntole.
Well, according to Wasa, they searched the border process,
Data frontiero mafon kaje jibe.
then they visited the family members.
Data funa ibadu molia kaje jibe.
Yes.
Ah,
And they visited like Amdalai.
itata amdalai.
All the border process has he alleged.
Frontiero be data jibe do kaje jibero kaje.
Did you interview the child service chiefs?
Silang
Did you interview the service chiefs?
ning banko la donc bunda nyaton kolo aliye nyinin karo ning jabiro dunte tema al dundal tema le ba.
No.
Ani.
Wasn't that the obvious thing, the first obvious thing to do?
Ngamara wala nyanta kila num follow.
Yes, that's what I've been taught, but
Awala nyantano.
I thought since
And you guys disregarded to do this very obvious step.
Silang atol juruta wala mi alon ko nyanta wala kila follow.
actually we did not interview any service chief as far as I know.
Ntanga lo nyami banko tanko bunda nyaton kol moti je mi yalan ko ngamen nyini kanyum kol.
But you agree that that's an important obvious step.
Bare be sonna male ko musim fa kumar balte mi alon kal nyanta wo follow kila.
We should have done that, but since
Atanyanta ko kala barbarin ko.
they are also aware of the setting of the panel, this is why they send their representative.
Bari yalan no ko panelo lo tala wala na ifana mo skina mi yalan ko wole betareje.
Then
This panel, this investigation panel was just a whitewash.
Ning alfa kafo ye millonde tempuru wala nyanta kiske to kila.
It was all intended to mislead visiting dignitaries.
Yo parende dron pour ka je ko nyin kuwol muta ka filindi dron.
True or false?
To nyala
later
foto
came to
nyante.
know about that.
O ko la le nata wolo.
Tell us how you knew about it.
Sila wata fo molete ko lo nyandi.
Because
Atuko.
when the Inspector General, then the Inspector General of Police
Wato mi mun police la kunton koti no.
told me this,
Waye ñu fanya ko.
if I can remember,
Na tra close ya mutano.
he made mention that
Aya fanya le ko.
President is concerned about this thing.
Mi president nyingeta sula kulti.
Then the panel should be instituted.
O kang sa nyantani alpha kafol lon le ka fo mi panel.
Yes, the president was interested. But tell us about the cover-up.
Silang ko
What were the cover-up instructions?
silang ni ko president otonya ate abla sulolum bar silang ito ye famma bodame munem law sulo te pour ka jego ka foko mabo
council.
Pardon?
Who cover up lead council?
The thing is, what directions were you given to cover up for government the truth so that it would not become known?
Silang yes, fera jumale dia atola pour ka jego mansakunda e mabo pour ninkulu mol kanalo.
I believe that government want to clean themselves. Since they knew the human rights investigators put it in that way. They wanted to cover up because in any investigation, in any disappearance, it's the duty of the state inform the nation. They launch an investigation.
At that time, there were supposed to be visiting dignitaries, weren't there?
Wato kono alfal lenyanta tala nung mokuma lenyanta tala nung
FBI was sending some representatives to Gambia
FBI
to come and help to come and share information with the investigations.
I was also privileged to that information because at times when you handle the high post, I mean, you are privileged to more information. I understand when the team or the UN investigator or the human rights investigator arrive in the country, I understand from reliable sources they intend to visit NIA first. I understand they were access denial.
Why were they denied access?
I mean, like I said, from reliable sources. In my opinion, maybe, I mean, they are trying to show that they cannot know whatever activities is happening in NIA. They may try to deny them of doing it. This is my opinion.
But for your own investigations, were you mandated to share with them the truth about what has happened?
Can I come here?
Yes.
Immediately after the NIA, they could not have access to it. They proceeded to Mile 2 prisons.
And then what happened there?
And I understand they were left standing at the aid. They too, they don't have access to enter.
Let me ask you, why do you think government denied them access to both the NIA and Mile 2 prisons?
Well, this is just that they are trying to conceal something. This concealment can be anything. This is my answer to this question.
And you knew that fact, didn't you? especially after having been told that the president is interested, is concerned about this case.
President la sulolo ning ko president ya asulata ko la kenneke.
Correct?
Yes.
So,
And can I come in?
yes.
What's the continue?
Again, these two people came to Kairaba police station.
Police station.
And they were on facts finding on these two Gambian Americans.
Which people came to Kairaba station?
Yeah, white men.
From where?
It is the same people who were denied. We are denied access to my two prisons under NIA.
Where are they from?
I don't know whether they are FBI or human rights investigators.
For FBI for human rights
Were they Americans?
They are American because
America
I understand when I interact with them, they came via Dakar into the here, and actually they were able to share some information with us.
Tell me in all honesty, were you permitted to give them revealing information?
For me, for come again?
Commission
Yes, the information because then we don't know. Information we gave them, they are still searching. And we did not travel to Bissau yet.
Were you told to tell them that? That you were still searching?
Yes. We were also.
Who told you to say that?
The panel agreed that definitely we are still searching for them. Especially the state council, the lawyer. Yes, she was state council. One doing most of this, questioning because of maybe because of her law background.
Were you allowed to reveal anything incriminating to the Americans?
Oh, isontale pro ali fem wanyar mi alonko bal dundele ñing American Gambian la ko abe man sakunda dundele ñing American Gambian la ko.
Well, we did not have the full facts of everything. But the little we knew, we share with them. And even if we knew, if this thing is revealed to them, it would have been detrimental to our side. Even the presence of those Americans in my office. I received a lot of threats in my life.
Threats from who?
I don't know. Anonymous calls. I don't know who calls.
Anonymous calls.
Yeah.
And what do they say? Some tell me in Maninkandoke, I don't know who. Nimanna system follow, very soon you will follow them.
Like somebody will call me in Maninka and said to me, if you do not follow our system, very soon you will follow them.
Actually, it was a terrifying moment.
Did you disclose that to the Americans?
No, I did not.
What message do you think you were being conveyed?
I am?
What message do you think you were being conveyed?
I'm convinced.
You were being given. Those who called you and told you Ndoke, if you do not, if you don't stop following our way, we would follow them. What message do you think? If you don't stop following our way,
if you don't follow our
system,
yeah,
you would follow them. Yes.
Meaning actually,
system.
If there's any further revelation, I will be massacred.
And where, in which sector did you think these threats were coming from?
These are on private calls.
Private numbers, you mean?
Yes, private numbers. I was closely put under surveillance.
What is
Because
how did you know that?
Because of the vehicles that passed me. And they're trying to understand where I live. One day, came to the house very late. Spoke to my wife. And said, I saw this compound. I'm not satisfied with the way things are going here. At least at Bruce Lee then. So what? In fact, I even saw many vehicles here. The one was, she described to me where the other one was parked. Wow. Then I say yes.
Who did you believe was following you?
State agents. I had to pick my passport on that night. I put it in my pocket.
Right.
Food Gamsel. Excited vehicle getting into my street. And I suspected something.
What was that something you suspected?
They are still telling me.
So they were following you? Why do you think they were following you?
Because of the presence of the investigator in my office. And they thought I've passed them any information relating to the issue.
So you knew, therefore, that the government did not want you to pass on any significant information to these Americans?
They don't, but already I spoke to them.
Yes, but let's try to get to understand the position of the government. From what you have described, it looks like you knew at that time that government did not want you to disclose any meaningful information to the Americans.
I think basically this panel
is
just a cover-up. This is why the government wanted this panel to be instituted. I believe whosoever might be a Chavez chief that day, he might have known what had happened, was forced to work on this clandestine something, just to conceal evidence, so the internal Sudan will not be criminally responsible for any act or violence committed by them.
In all honesty, what did you believe happened to these two Gambians? These two Gambian Americans?
Lead counsel at that time could not reach to a conclusion. But when it was alleged that they were spotted in Guinea-Bissau,
who gave you that information?
The IGP came and said, look, I understand these people are spotted in Guinea-Bissau. And they were engaging on, I don't know what kind of business they were, but they were spotted in Bissau. Panels should be set up to travel to Guinea-Bissau.
That's a decoy, isn't it?
I agree with you.
You said so? That's a decoy. It's a red herring. It's just thrown your way to throw you off.
Yeah. Me? No.
That information was just a red herring. That to throw you to the wrong direction.
Yeah, that information was just like, I mean, he wanted to blindfold you. Yes. But when we left for Guinea-Bissau, myself, Usman Jallo, Famara Wasa, Ture, maybe two others, I cannot remember them. We left here around 3 o'clock in the evening. And we Bissau late. The next day, we went to the Gambian embassy in Bissau. We met the Gambian ambassador. One Mr. Jaju. We explained our reason of coming to Bissau. And he said, I'm expecting you. He led the team, including myself, Bissau Investigation Bureau, or their Interpol. An introduction was made. Actually, we cannot speak the Creole or the Portuguese language. We attached some officers to them. They visited the airport. They visited the seaport. But ensure that records if these people are here or they left Bissau,
na tara ko coming safari ke dorong min baitan la ko natara ni nyumol bijane wala bota Bissau banko kan
it would have been indicated
tarra nung jele
in the records.
aitandi ko abatara safari kaitandi ko.
Did you find anything?
My surprise, we stayed in Bissau for 2 or 3 days.
Min fona ta Kenya jakal ko din tar do Bissau min tata telefona fol telisaba.
No trace of these people.
But there was. Did you check with the NIA about the whereabouts of these people?
Well, we did not check, but I believe since we have the NIA representatives in the panel, we thought he would have bold enough to tell us, look, this is what has happened.
Did you ask him?
I did not ask him, but I believe he knows what we are looking for.
But Mr. Ceesay, you are a senior police officer.
Yes.
You knew that disappearances or lawful detentions in this country were happening at the behest or at the NIA itself.
Itemu police nyaton court and realo de nyi moye mangol mimbe keka na bankoto akita NIA fangola lomoto to fangol mang.
You knew that.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
But none of you asked the NIA. These are the people who disappear. People in this country, they are part of the panel. You never ask them.
Actually, we did not external investigation to NIA premises.
Or to the police. Or to state guards.
Or to the state guard, you are right?
Or to the army.
Or the army.
Or to the PIU.
To the PIU, yeah.
Exactly. You are not doing an investigation to find out whether these people were disappeared by the state. In fact, the state was right there before your very eyes. You chose to look the other way. That's what happened, isn't it?
I agree with you. So the state was, in a nutshell, the state knew what had happened. But they never revealed anything to us.
But not only did they not reveal anything to you, you also chose to look at the wrong direction. This is a case of disappearance. The first suspect should be the state. But you disregarded the state and you were looking elsewhere.
I entirely agree with you. The areas you've made mention now, none of these areas has been contacted.
But the question is why? Were you instructed, were you guided, were you told to look a different direction? Just speak the truth.
We were not guided. We took up the investigation. Like I said, actually, we did not visit the state agents.
But the mere fact that these American investigators were denied access to the places where these two Americans could have been kept. Did that not raise the yellow flag to you?
I agree with you.
So, but were you asked to give a blind eye to the truth? In fact, did the government issue a statement saying that these people were in Guinea-Bissau? Didn't the government do that?
I have never heard or read any news relating to or a statement from then the government of the
Have you ever seen
kibaru moy wala ka kibaru ka karan ka miyalan ka bodama sakunda la karola ñun la quota?
Do you know which passports these two American Gambians were using?
Yalone American Gambians ñim pass moflo le be passport de male be blue.
I don't know, sir.
Malo, sir.
Did you ever see their passport?
Passport again.
Did you carry their passports to Bissau and obtain stamps of entry in Bissau?
Ila passport aliye samba Guinea-Bissau le kajeko aliye ila Guinea-Bissau stamp o kebala katandi ko itul futata jile.
Ani. Ani.
You sure about it?
100%.
So, did you carry their passports to Guinea-Bissau and obtain stamps of entry in Guinea-Bissau in order to falsely claim that these people were in Guinea-Bissau?
Passport samba Guinea-Bissau le purukila stamp ke gila passport to katandi ko yumolu tata Guinea-Bissau le.
I have never set my eyes on their passport.
Nana mela passport on your phone.
I have never ever.
Nana man soto.
In which way, other ways, did Gambia government cover up what has happened to these people?
Sila o isa Gambia masakunda ituli efa mabo nyadile nyimola kotoko muneketa nyimola.
Well, maybe the Gambia government wanted to shift the blame on their neck.
Masakundani, Gambia masakundani.
On the government that this case was investigated and the guys were not traced.
Who told you that?
That's my perception.
What makes you believe that?
Because these people were searched everywhere, they could not be traced.
But you did not search everywhere. You did not search NIA. You did not search the
areas we visited. Actually, they were not traced. Despite we agree with you that we did not visit the state agents' offices. They are working place.
Mansakunda la doku bundal to ngajel fana jibele manjel jibe nsonte mawala.
Did you all just deliberately close your eyes? Looking at the places they were more likely to be found if they were alive?
I don't think so, sir.
No, mira, sir.
But these are the most obvious places to search, isn't it? And you knew then that these were the most obvious places to search. Correct?
Yes, I agree with you.
Yet you decided to go and search other places?
Anyway, we did not search the state agents
Mr.
that
Witness,
we should have searched.
The truth of the matter is, you all avoided the right places because you probably believed that the government did not want you to unearth the truth. So you also gave a blind eye.
Sedo to nyamo minti nyinkul konolom almanta atolinyante al seje num dam katungal yalla ne man sakunda mam pare pour ka futa to nyato wala na legi al yalla nyaka si nyindulanto altera dulal dodu.
True.
To nyalom.
You may be right.
I'm not. I am right. That is the truth.
That's correct.
You just deliberately avoided going to the right places.
I don't totally.
All as part of this cover-up.
We did not deliberately avoid this thing. But actually, we did not visit the place, to obtain information of their whereabouts. It's not after deliberation. Sorry about that.
I would not call this incompetence. I would not. All of you are very seasoned. You all knew where was the first port of call, where you should have gone to. Even the woman who was here today, Mrs. Tunkara, when her husband disappeared, she went to NIA to look for him. She went to Mile 2 to look for him. And you people avoided all those places. The Americans who are not from here, when they came, they wanted to go to NIA, they wanted to go to Mile 2, they were denied.
American or Mialon Manke Jandimolti will not a Janne, Ilafatala NIA and Mile 2 Albaland.
And you senior police officers who live in this country and know everything that is happening, you chose to go to all other places except these very obvious places. That was deliberate.
I told police Kuntum called me along Albe Banco Konojam. Atolu yali wodla nyanta tala dami ali nyakasi wodla altara dula do tal manya tala dami o mutaunte yalti.
Lead counsel, with respect, I entirely agree with you that we did not visit the key places.
Lead counsel or more count malako manta act, but mark what taunte yakane.
You bring it down to incompetence.
Sla left a jinilan kafuko al malado kono.
We did not visit, but I believe we are competent.
Manta did not visit, but I
believe we are
Well, you cannot have it both ways. You say going to these places was so obvious that even the Americans who did not live here knew that these were the places to go to. Even a simple young lady in this country who was not so informed about the intricate ways of government, she knew where to go. But you people, you are senior, seasoned officers. You claim you are competent, you knew your job. And you looked in a completely different direction. If it is not incompetence, as you claim, it was grossly deliberate. That's the truth, is it?
Lead counsel, I agree with you that actually we have achieved all the competency. The mere fact of that we deliberately something, think our mind did not reach that. We feel it all come from the various institutions that represent in this panel. And actually, our mind did not see that aspect. And if we regretted in not visiting that place.
Were you scared? Were you scared to look in the right direction?
It could be a contributing factor to that.
Did you consider your safety and security at that time?
Like I made mention here in my testimony.
And who do you think could have been threatening you? You said state agents?
The
same state agents you should have been investigating?
Yes, but maybe since the state has interest in this thing, I presume it might come from the state in the state house. This is my presumption.
And when did you have that presumption?
When actually I received a threat.
Tell us in all honesty, after this threat, would you have gone to the NIA to say, tell us what you know about Chief Mane, tell us what you know about MaLamin Ceesay and Ibu Job? Would you have done
ite bitano na NIA le kafuko alafu moli Chief Mane la yema la ko fo moli wala ñi mol la yema la ko fo moli e bo kelal MaLamin Ceesay ni Ibu Job la yema ngo e bo kelal.
So if you do that, you will die.
Did you know that then?
Wato yolonne wato te wolonne
Since state actually this case to be investigated because of the arrival of the foreign investigators. It's a difficult task.
And that is precisely the reason why you chose to look the other way. Look the different direction, knowing fully well that you were just looking at the oblivion.
It was later I realized that whatever we were doing, I mean, we could not see these people. Maybe we had at our back of our mind that
Mr. Witness,
yes.
This is the case of the drummer stepping on the drumming stick and pretending to be looking for it. This is exactly what it was. You keep it and then you start looking for it. And everybody else is checking whether you are going to look where you have kept it.
I agree with you, as Mandinka said.
The drummer stand on the stick. That drum will never be beaten.
So meaning that actually I share, meaning that actually I have shared the same opinion with you on that aspect.
But why did you do this for government?
To do what?
Why did you look the other way for the government?
Sir, I mean, I know that actually the areas we've made mention here that we did not visit them. Remember at that time the situation in the country.
Tell us. Tell us how it was like.
Who disappeared?
Who disappeared?
Well, the state agents are allowed to have behind this disappearance.
Is in fact your fear the reason why, in fact, when the parents of MaLamin Ceesay and Ibu Job came, you refused to talk to them?
For all ya sabo, was silo ya sabo fang fonying MaLamin Ceesay ni Ibu Job la ulula nata. Ye wale ni balanta kadia muye.
No, I think what happened, they came. They did not come and visit me. I understand from the lady that they had an appointment with the IGP in my office. They did not come to me personally.
Why would they have a meeting with the IGP in your own office if you are not meant to be involved?
IG told them no. And when IG called me, IG said, are people waiting for you? Are people waiting for him rather? I said yes. Said the Mr. and Mrs. Ceesay.
Mr. and Mrs. Ceesay.
And a white man. To my surprise, I told them, tell them that I cannot come.
Who was this IGP?
IGP.
Yankuba
Sonko.
He pulled head?
He pulled head?
It was really a pull head. No way.
You talk about, you said it.
Actually, if you, this is where I will start it. If you made an appointment with people, and they are, you knew they are waiting for me in my office. Later, and after I informed you that these people are here waiting for you, and you in turn to said, I could not make it, then we should call off the meeting.
The fact
I cannot ask those people and elderly people and a representative of the family in a, maybe an American from, I believe he has American connection. That's a public office. Anybody can meet me there. And I cannot send people.
Let me ask you, Mr. Witness.
Yes.
Did you feel obliged to meet the family members of victims, considering that you are the head of the investigative panel?
Fo ya tale kaje ko inyanta ni molu ini nyanta benale kato telem nyaton koti ni kiskisi bunda nyaton koti.
I think I met them only once with the panel. Why I did not do that? For the second time, because I understand they've made a statement to Bruce B police station.
But didn't you feel obliged to meet them?
I agree with you. In any investigation,
why did you refuse to meet them this time?
No, I did not refuse, sir. Like I said, I met them first time and they came.
You sent them away?
Sir, I can't do that. These are elderly people. These are...
In fact, you were not courteous to them at all. You were not courteous to them at all.
I am, or I was. I was.
Were you scared when they were in your office?
I mean, no, sir, because I mean, I don't know anyway, but I know I accommodate.
Whether you were scared?
I'm not scared with them. I'm not scared, sir.
Were you uncomfortable by their presence?
Since they say they are waiting for the IGP and I asked them to sit, actually I have no second thought. I have no second thought.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yes.
Do you believe that you did your job diligently as leader of the panel, or you took the easy way out and deliver zero results as you believe the government wanted? That's not the question.
Sorry.
Do you believe that you did your job to the best of your ability? Or you just looked for the stick, pretended to be doing something, and knowing fully well that you're not doing anything significant, and then you delivered the zero results that the government wanted?
I believe that I have delivered my job correctly.
Are you
but later, taking into consideration circumstances, at the end tail of the investigation, when we cannot achieve anything, I knew government was trying to make some fab.
Could you say that again?
That I knew government was trying to make a cover-up.
And who do you think was the instrument of that cover-up? Who was to perfect this government cover-up?
Well, since the establishment of this panel, and they did not create this panel on time, except when they knew investigators are coming, they tried to come up with this panel.
You were expected to come up with a report, weren't you?
Yeah, the reports were made, actually they were sent to the office of the IGP, I believe.
And in your report, what did you say?
I could remember we said that in findings we could not trace them.
Did you say in the report that you looked at all the places that you needed to look at?
For aliasa fe report kono ko atol sulat mun kadula be min jibe atol yele jibe.
Did you say that?
Le jibe ayo fo jele.
Except the area you've made mention here at the school.
Mr. Witness, you did not do a good job at all.
I agree with you.
That job was a sham. It was sheer pretense. It was pretense. Either out of fear or out of connivance with the government. You agree?
Could be out of fear because of the threat on our lives.
Mr. Witness, tell us the truth. What was it? Was it fear or connivance? So you were the instrument of the cover-up. You were the entity used to do the cover-up. You were the entity used to finalize the position of the government that, oh, we have looked everywhere, we could not find them. You were the hand that was used to do that.
So I believe I was working with honesty and I've exhausted all avenue of information I have.
What baffles me is, how could you have done it out of fear? Yet it was not deliberate. It is deliberate because you were afraid.
I still emphasize that I may not call it deliberate, but we are put in fear situation.
Okay, it's like this.
Yeah.
I am afraid of this, so I avoid it. That avoidance is deliberate. True or false?
But sir, remember the fear and the threats.
And as a result of the fear and threat, what did you do?
We submit what we had. But it was not delivered, sir. Agree with me. Agree with me.
Mr. Witness.
Yes.
Let's take it again.
Lead counsel.
You know that the 1 + 1 is 2.
I agree.
You know that that is obvious. You cannot change it. Correct?
I agree.
Which is, you should have gone to NIA, you should have gone to all police stations, you should have gone to all PIU and all that to look. Correct?
We did not visit what you have mentioned here.
So you avoided the very obvious, and then you went to look into something else that has nothing to do with it. And you said you were afraid. So obviously it was deliberate. You just chose to look the wrong way.
We did not visit these areas you went.
Yeah, we did cancel.
But Mr. Witness,
Yes.
you told us a minute ago
Yeah.
that if you had been looking into these places, you would be dead.
Ko konni atara to li talta dulal to mealon kanyanta la dulal to ka ko ngin ko kiskis o wato batar la alfata.
You told us that, didn't you?
Wala sumole jang fo mo.
That's true.
So did you make that calculation at the time?
Fo wato ko calculate no wato.
No, I did not.
Did you reflect on that point? Did you say, if we start going to NIA and looking at these places with all these threats, I would be dead? Did you?
No, I did not.
Yo ko mira no wato ko hanin tare NIA ko nin ko jibe be falale yo ko mira no wato.
It was just put on fear.
But fear of what?
Kasila muna.
Fear of, I mean, remember I mentioned to you here. I received a threat.
Yes, Masland.
But the thing is, Mr. Witness, the threat must be related to something. They told you this is our system.
And if
you follow that, you would go the same way. That's what you were told, isn't it? I didn't invent these words, you said them to the commission. Correct? So they told you, if you investigate us, we will kill you. That is exactly what you were told. Isn't it?
Nobody spoke to me physically. Like I said, I received a telephone threat.
But aren't the worst threats the one that you just hear and you don't see them?
They will not also, maybe they will not want to disclose their identity, but actually fear of threat, and it has never happened in your life.
But Mr. Witness, this is precisely the point. You were told, don't investigate our activities. If you do, you will be killed. Isn't that what they told you?
No, not physically. They told me they said, look, you have to be careful,
or else what?
You'll be killed.
Exactly. So they were telling you not to investigate them. Isn't it? Don't look and don't follow our system. What do you understand that to mean?
Well, it could be.
Don't investigate us.
Could be.
And what did they say would be the consequence?
Death.
Exactly. And you were afraid. Correct? And then did you look at them? Did you look at their system?
No, I did not follow their system.
Exactly. Why didn't you do that?
Well, since they made that call, they did not do it anymore.
That's not the question. The question is, why didn't you investigate them? Why?
Anyway, I did not, definitely. I have no reason. But I did not.
So now you have forgotten that you've told us that you were afraid.
That effect is still there.
Exactly. So
that effect is still there.
So obviously, Mr. Witness, this was deliberate. You knew that if you looked into their system, if you looked at their activities, you would be dead. Well, that's why you did not.
It cancelled. The deliberation that we deliberately actually, that one, I know we did not investigate. But actually, to say that deliberately. No, sir.
I don't understand, Mr. Witness. And don't make it for one to think that you are lying? You are told, you are given a mandate to investigate. Correct?
Yeah, we were asked to find out.
Which is to investigate.
Which is the investigation.
And then you received a threat by the state agent. You said that. Correct?
Yes.
And you got scared.
Yes, I got scared.
And you looked at things, you forget the things that you were supposed to look at. And you looked at other things. Correct?
Yes, but lead counsel, let me just come in here. I want you to understand me also in this perspective. It's not because of I did it deliberately.
Did you do it out of fear?
I agree that definitely my life was threatened.
Did you do it out of fear?
Yeah.
That's your reason for not looking at the NIA and the state institution. You were afraid.
Well, my mind did not touch that area. To be quite honest, my mind did not. Let me say,
you afraid of?
So I cannot tell you exactly these are the people actually I'm totally afraid of them. I say, look, since I received a call, I mean, definitely, okay. I was totally afraid.
In fact, you did not investigate at all apart from your trip to Bissau. You did not do any investigation. That's the truth, isn't it?
Well, we do investigate, actually, but we did not trace.
Okay, tell us what you investigate.
We investigate the whereabouts of the alleged missing Gambian American.
Tell us how.
This is the recording statement from the family members, I understand, from WASA.
And what else?
And also, I understand from WASA, actually, they visited other places, other areas, rather. Like you said, actually, and also the trip to Guinea-Bissau, actually.
Isn't that funny, Mr. Witness? You looked at the periphery and outside, but you did not look at the inside. When somebody has disappeared.
I agree with you.
This is funny.
I agree with you.
So you did not do the work. You did not investigate. You pretended to investigate.
The council, we investigate, but we did not visit the areas to outline.
Okay, let's settle for this thing. You did not visit the places you should have visited.
We did not visit the state agents, police station, NIA, police. We did not visit the station and in prison.
But you agree that those are the obvious places you should have, ought to have visited. Correct?
Yes, we should have visited the place.
Why? Why did you not?
Because we believe that actually most of their personnel are with us. So they would have known something and share it with us. The panelists. Since all the sister forces, they produce a representative.
You see, are you naive? Because I know that you're not stupid. You are a very smart person. Okay. You understand government. You know government was in a cover-up. True or false?
I didn't mention it here. I mean mention it here. The reason of establishing this panel was to cover up their illegal activities.
But this is precisely my point. And no. Because you produce the report which shows that you have looked everywhere and they are not to be found.
Actually, yes, we looked everywhere, we could not find, except the place you highlighted here. That's how I wrote.
Okay, we would leave this matter and then we would move on.
Okay, sir.
By the way, are you proud of that work you have done? Are you proud of it?
No errors have been committed, so I am proud.
Grave errors?
There are errors.
These are monumental errors. This is the classic example of how best not to do a good investigation.
We conduct an investigation.
Let's agree this. You conducted a sham investigation. A cover-up investigation.
I know we conducted an investigation. I may not see cover-up in house. We present what we have.
Let's leave it at that. The commission has enough to make its decision. Because the thing is, you would never accept that you deliberately look the wrong way. But the commission has enough to make its findings on that.
The council, before you leave that, I just don't want this to be completely out of place. You said sham investigation, cover-up investigation. We left out one that it really was. Kangaroo investigation.
Kangaroo investigation. This is classic example of a kangaroo investigation.
Local names for kangaroo, but I don't know the local word for that. Anyway, continue, Ken.
Thank you very much. And this was not the only kangaroo investigations in which you participated.
Unless you remind me of the next. Sorry for that.
The Ghanaians.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes. We participated, but it cannot be an investigation.
I don't understand you. You are thinking of what to say instead of speaking the truth. You are thinking of what to say.
Nothing to hide here.
Okay, since you have nothing to hide, let's start from the fundamentals.
Let me start with you, sir.
It was a sham investigation. It was not intended to uncover the truth.
Well, unless I explain to you before we read to the conclusion of the same investigation.
I do it the reverse. I want you to tell us whether it was a correct investigation, a cover-up and sham kangaroo investigation. And if you lie on this one, I will cross-examine you, and I have all the material here. I am waiting.
I
have all the material.
It was an investigation we conducted. But if I should make some deliberation,
was it a sham investigations? Cover-up investigations? Was it a kangaroo investigations? Or was it a genuine investigation? Genuinely intended to discover the truth?
Sir, it will be difficult unless when I lay down the evidence for you, then from there, I mean, we will reach to that in the near future. Just
answer my question. What is it? What was it? Was it genuine investigations or was it sham investigations? You know, you are an expert in these things. You do not reach the position of commissioner just like that. Tell us the truth. Was it genuine or was it a sham one? Was it truthful or was it cover up?
It's difficult.
Well, if you tell whether an investigation is genuine, it means that it was false, it was fraudulent. The mere fact that you cannot tell that it was genuine, you imply that there are things that would make it fraudulent.
Yes, this is why I said I believe you should give me a chance. Let me start at the investigation report. Since we are the evidence which directs us.
Tell me the conclusion. Was it genuinely intended to uncover the truth? Or was it designed to cover up for government?
I don't think we are trying to cover up the government.
Why did you tell the commission just a while ago that it was cover up?
I mean the two, I mean the two Gambian citizens.
But isn't the killing of the Ghanaians the even bigger cover up? Wasn't that a big cover up?
It's more than a big cover up. It was more than a big cover up.
Exactly.
By the state agents responsible.
And again, you were used to justify. You were used to put out the falsehood on behalf of the government as the truth independently verified. That is what happened. They used you to get a report out there suggesting that your findings are true. When it's all a lie.
Well, I know the investigation was conducted in this aspect, and the report was submitted, I believe.
And the report was a lie. It was a complete cook-up.
Anyway,
It was a complete cook-up.
Honey.
Mr. Witness.
Yes, Your Worship. Sorry,
Counsel.
I'm very sorry.
It's all right.
Yes, lead counsel.
It was a cook-up. It was a lie. It was not truthful.
Unless let me hear when the evidence is laid. Conclusion then I will
Mr. Witness, let's go through the details. Let's go through the details. I have the report here. Take a look. And go to the last page. Go to the last page. Do you see members of the panel?
Members of the panel be suffering damage.
Read out the first name.
To follow members of
the last page here.
Yes.
Yes. That through the trafficking person recognized as a serious crime.
No. Read out the names of the participants in the panel.
Sergeant Dur, Sergeant Ansumana Njai, NIA agent.
Okay. Do you recognize the signature against your name? Correct?
Yes,
That's whose signature is that? Good. So was this the report that you produced?
You know, reporting
this is the report the panel producer.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I would ask that this report also be exhibited. This should be exhibit 206. If accepted. Okay, let me
give us number 206. Is this 207 then or 206A or what? Because 206 you gave us.
206 was which one? This statement, yes. So it should be 206A. Thank you very much.
206A.
Yes. Okay. Let's go to the findings, page 15. Okay. Page 15.
Page 15.
The findings. Are you there? These numbers are, pages are numbered.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And this was your investigations about the 8 Ghanaians who were killed at the Tanjebad Reserve, correct?
Yeah, this is the panel reports.
Okay. Let's look at your first finding. The 8 African bodies were discovered at Brufut. However, the panel could not link the bodies to any specific nationality, as there was no identification documents found on them. Nor did members of the public were able to identify them, even though opportunity had been given for possible identification. This is a lie. You agree? Exactly. So your report is a lie. The first finding itself you have accepted is a lie. I don't even need to go through the rest of the report. The report is a lie. It was designed to help the government out of a situation. True or false?
Well, I I know some of these findings, we did not make any declaration.
Inga joko nyinkuo ni alanko ngole je nyinkuo to manfem fo ka kibari molma molie banko molie.
And the fact of the matter is, at this time, you had Ghanaians in your custody. If you intended to find out the obvious, you would have taken them to the mortuary to help identify these remains. True or false? You deliberately refuse to do that. Yet you lie in the document to say that all opportunities were exhausted. Yes, the panel. Yes, and you were the head of the panel.
Anyway, I was head of the panel.
All right. Let's look at the other points. Point 11. It says, although it's obvious that canoe from northern Senegal could not reach the shore of Banjul without passing through waters of Bara. However, there was no evidence to support Martin Kerry's claim that arrest and detention were made at Bara.
Martin Kerry la kumakango sembeyantundi wolo mutongi ketale Bara la ftenkoto.
If this is so, the persons who were detained at various police stations, that is Bundung, Banjul, and PIU, police station of Bundung, Bara and Kairaba, would have mentioned it in their statement. But this is also another blatant lie.
Okay.
But that's the truth. It's a lie. And you all knew it was a lie.
Panel come out with this finding.
But the thing is, this finding is a huge lie. It's a huge cock-up. And you all knew it. Mr. Witness, this is the reason why, in fact, you guys doctored the diary in Bara. Because you are going to make a report that these guys were never arrested in Bara. The government wanted to disappear all trace of these Ghanaians. That's why this huge lie is and please, Mr. Witness, be truthful, because this is a very serious transgression.
Sir, what I consider that...
Just be truthful.
This is a panel... This is a panel investigation report. And I in person, I was not present during the arrest.
My friend, all of you who have signed this document, you have decided to lie. All of you lied. That's the truth, isn't it?
Okay. Yes.
These Ghanaians were arrested in Bara.
Bara police station.
And all of you knew that.
Actually, I was not present in the arrest.
Mr. Witness, did you have to be present to know whether that was the truth?
Actually, I'm sorry, lead counsel. Like I said, I did not participate in this arrest.
Mr. Witness.
Yes, lead counsel.
Let's cut the pretense. Yes. And let's try not to take us through the wrong issues. What we are saying is by putting your signature on this document, all of you have decided to lie about this particular point. And not only did you lie about this point, you lied about other points too.
The panel.
Don't shift it to the panel. You are the head of the panel. So if the panel lied, it means you also lied. In fact, that would make you the head of the liars because all of you would be liars on the basis of this document. True or false? You agree?
I agree.
Good. Let's look at point 15. Read it yourself.
Which point?
Point 15, page 17.
The investigator considered Martin Kerr claim, particularly in his reference.
Read just short segments so that they can be it can be interpreted.
That the investigation considered Martin Kerr claim, particularly in the reference to the military man, dressed in barbarous manner, bizarre manner, wearing a traditional cap, as an imaginary thought, illusion,
an imaginary thought or illusion
that every seen or objective person
will see as fabrication.
I mean, will see as fabrication. It is prudent to note that government manage a well-disciplined security. This is not tolerated.
Okay, let me read it.
Yes.
Okay. Let me read it.
Let me complete it.
Yeah.
And to state that the military man was wearing a traditional cap with a cow horns, on them, is unfounded.
Let me read it out again. Don't interpret. The investigations consider Mr. Martin Kerr's claim, particularly his reference to the military man dressed in bizarre manner and wearing a traditional cap, as an imaginary thought or illusion that every sane or objective person will see as fabrication. It is prudent to note that the Gambia government managed a well-disciplined security force where improper dress is not tolerated. To say that a military man was wearing a traditional cap with cow horns on them is unfounded. This too is a lie. In fact, its inclusion shows that you did not investigate at all.
We investigated.
But this is a complete cock and bull statement. You agree?
Yeah, I agree with you.
In fact, Mr. Chair, we've had several statements of Bombardier dressed in how do you call it, chaya, with all sorts of paraphernalia, all sorts of tere. Everybody described how bizarrely he was dressed. And you claim that, no, this did not happen, this cannot happen in Gambia, no military man can dress in this. Well, let me tell you, it happened. And the IGP was there, and the service chiefs were there, and they all saw it. If you had investigated, you would not have arrived at this finding. It's a lie. You agree?
It's true, since I
Good. Good. Another thing, let's go to paragraph 16. Although the discovery of the 8 African bodies at Bullfruit was almost the same period with the arrival of group of people who anchored with a canoe in Banjul, there is no evidence that the bodies discovered were part of the said group. This too is a lie. You did not investigate that.
It's true.
Thank you. And now let's look at another point, paragraph 17. The panel consider Martin Kerry's claim in the last paragraph of page 2 of his statement that 10 people were taken to Coloban police as unfounded. Coloban police did not exist in the Gambia. However, the panel is aware of a certain Coloban, which is in one of the major districts of the Senegalese capital in Dakar. Again, this point, you did not pay attention. Everybody else was saying Kairaba Station, Kairaba Police. This is a Ghanaian man. He is unable to pronounce Kairaba, and you just deliberately stuck to something that would exonerate this country. But it was your IGP who took these people to Kairaba Police. Yet here you are so quick to deny it.
Like I said, Council, sorry for that, but actually when the IG was making this, actually I did not participate.
But it doesn't matter. It is the unity of the institution. It is the institution I am castigating here.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, you guys did not investigate this case. You guys just fabricated this report. You just whitewashed it and wrote what you believed would please the government. Another point you raised, instead of looking at the facts, you focus on attacking Martin Kerry. Throughout the report, you just attacking the things Martin Kerry said. Instead of looking at the facts. So you were attacking the messenger. Look at here, you said, the panel, upon critical scrutiny of Martin Kerry's statement, doubt as to whether he could walk from Banjul to Bunkiling in Casamance, southern region of Senegal. This too is a lie. Martin never said he walked from Banjul to Bunkiling. He said they were driven to over 1 hour and a half or 2 hours away from where they were kept. And there in the forest, he walked until he wandered into some foreign land. He never said what is alleged in here. It's a lie. You agree? Good. And let's look at this other point, 19. The investigation relative to persons detained at various police stations revealed that they did not enter the Gambia through the official recognized entry points. And at the time of their entry, they had no intention to make their presence known to Gambian authorities. That is neither here nor there. That is insignificant, but the important point is they were all arrested at Bara and a list drawn in Bara. So this point too is also false.
I also equally understand that they were arrested in Bara. Like I said,
but why did you guys say in the report something else?
Lead counsel, like I said, I mean, I did not participate in this sign.
You know,
it was a panel report.
That's the panel report. Don't deflect it to a panel.
I mean, okay.
In fact, this could be called Oh, I dare to say the MaLamin Ceesay panel. I would be embarrassed to say that. The MaLamin Ceesay panel would know better. This is the cover-up panel. The cook-up panel. Would you respond now?
Yes.
Would you answer now?
According to what has been narrated here, yes.
You agree that this was a cook-up panel?
Hearing from the other end, as things come to light.
Let's look at this other point. The investigations could not link 9 people detained various stations to the 8 dead bodies found at Burfoot, that all persons detained were subsequently received in the following circumstances. That too is another lie.
It's a lie.
Could you answer now?
It's a lie.
Thank you very much. Then you went on to say that those detained at Bundung were released on humanitarian grounds or upon consultation with the Foreign Affairs Minister of Ghana. That too is a lie.
Yeah, I know it's a lie.
Those detained at Police Intervention Unit, Kanifing, were released on the orders of former Director General of NIA Dabamarena. That too is a lie.
Actually, this particular issue, actually, I don't know about that. The release of
but Mr. Witness, that's even more dangerous. You signed a report of a particular finding, and you have no clue.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Then the next point. 3 out of those detained at Banjul were released after due course processes, whilst the other, MaLamin Tunkara, was retrieved as a result of lack of evidence. That too is a lie.
Most of na bula ol kono bring na kitio ite narine da bula ko ni narina bula kitio kono narine ol bula MaLamin Tunkara fana ko ni narina fana bula kadum ma seda ndir tilindi ngo soto atela ko ragal mu to ni ko la na yabula o fana mu kula de miano ko fani
you had Martin Kerr's evidence?
Martin Kerr la seda ndiro moy la ba
you had his wife's evidence? Tunkara's wife.
Yes, Tunkara fana na seda ndiro moy.
Well, for all you know, Tunkara was killed like the others. So this entire report is a cock and bull story. Under your signature.
Kibaro be keta kibaro me alongo kibaro faniale manda be keta itela signature ko ila nyato ko yako
prepared by the panel. Sorry for an part of the panel.
Panelo ni wole ni report on da anunda dabula to kon.
You presided over a massive campaign of falsehood by the government.
Inatana tambi campaigno nyaro me alongo fania campaigno le me alongo masakunda membe njang wala isita wala to yala je.
You agree?
Sonda wala.
How do you feel? 40-something or 50-something West Africans have been killed in this country. You were given the responsibility to investigate it, and you came up with such a whitewash story like this. How do you feel?
Talul nim femme alonko nang Africa til nyindala banku dingo molle yako ye fani banko kan ye nyaton kaya dila ko pour ya ko nyin kisisi ini reporto narna finde reporto me yalonko o reporto nyin ngani yo bebe o reporto nyin wala nyindika ko nyin taka nyinyandiro masakunda to yala ite ko je nyadile.
There was a panel. I took the full responsibility.
And in Santale ko abedu no nteata.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have no further questions.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, MaLamin Ceesay, Mr. Ceesay, for your testimony.
Council, Mr. MaLamin Ceesay,
I want to do it the other way around, back and working from the last point on the West African migrants, and then go to the 2 Gambians Gambian Americans. And my points would deal only with something that would be clear on the record for our review of all these testimonies here.
Na point rol be kala min dabe be kala crossirol drone de mi alon ko sedandrol men be alon ko wolle kete jang andum be dula men fana nyinin kala fana wala nyinde nying Africa Gambia American banku dingo mol fana ko mbela to ke nyinin kala ko fana na ko.
Mr. Ceesay, on West African migrants under your panel report.
Andum Mr. Ceesay nang Africa tilin jala banku dingo mol anila report o nying.
Can you confirm 3 major points for me?
Points
One, that you have confirmed that the report of your panel was a complete fabrication.
Killing ya itonya indi janko ila report report le me alon ko report le memmanke fan kunna miro ali wala kumakang keje.
Yes or no?
It was written by the panel. I agree with you. It was written by the panel.
So
yes, we
you signed it?
Yeah, I signed it.
And it was a complete fabrication.
Yeah.
Kumakanda me alon ko fan ali fan kunna miro le keje.
Point 2.
Point fulanya.
You confirm now, or can you confirm that you totally disown this report?
Point fulanya wala nyinde ko itisonda nyinde la ko report o nyeng yebo atole banko itante.
No, I could say that, I mean, it is a joint panel report.
The panel is not here. You're the chair of the panel, you're not the panel is not here.
I cannot,
so I'm asking you.
We cannot disown it, sir.
Cannot disown all the lies you confirmed that the council took you through.
Yeah.
Fine. Then the last part, that again, you confirm that this was part of a massive cover-up.
Dingira lama woni wala nyinde ko be sonna nyin man la ko nyum kuler mi alon ko fam mabori ken bara bala mi alon ko ali wala ke
we put up a report.
Report or did
Put a report. It's a joint report that I appended my signature.
Report or me and be denta nga deda so nte na sano kiji.
And you did the message to council that it was a part of a massive cover-up.
And you for council ko abe report ni be report ko me alon ko fan ay alfam na ko barul mabo jele alman da fika ke to nya keso nyin ka findindi.
You confirm that?
Yo to nya ndila bang.
Then we go back to the 2 Gambian American citizens who were whose case you investigated.
Silansita ni Gambia dingol me alon ko bar America ding banku di yafa na bebul me alon ko yafo ko yela ko nyintala ya kisikisi.
Yeah. And again, I just want a confirmation for the record. When we review all these things, we want to be sure that we know what exactly has happened on these points.
Anin kabi fana nyin fana la fana mbele to nyandiro la project senani saje nin ngata wato sita puruka nyin kolbeta ke murun kan ka jube nin fana la.
You confirmed to council that you did not go to some state institutions to conduct the investigation that you were mandated to do.
Actually, we did not go to, the panel did not visit the state.
Just want to be sure that you did not go to the NIA.
We did not visit the NIA. The panel
did not go to Mile 2, did you?
The panel did not visit Mile 2.
You did not go to any army establishments.
We did not go to any army establishments.
You did not go to any police facilities.
We did not visit any police facilities.
You did not go to PIU.
No, we did not visit the PIU.
So those are the ones that you did not go to.
These are the ones I did. The panel did not visit.
Can you tell me then the ones that you went to? With Guinea-Bissau.
And the panel visited the border post only the border post and Guinea-Bissau.
Panelo ni itata na frontiero leto wal mafonga Guinea-Bissau fana.
Border post, you went there to look for the two men?
Aldara na nane odo pur kata nyimo fulo nyinije.
Well, it was the Bruceby police station well before it reached us, went toward the border side, but I did not go to the border side.
No, I'm just talking about the panel, not you as an individual.
At that time, the panel was not constituted at all.
So, but what investigation?
The investigation was conducted by then the Bruceby police station. This is why I said Mfamara was a Ture who initially handled these kids.
Mfamara was a Ture, and
we were able to throw lights on that aspect.
Mfamara was a Ture, the former MP of Gujur?
Famara was a Ture, remember the period of Gunjuru?
He's a police officer.
Police.
Oh, sorry. He's a police. I understand his name after that. He's a police officer.
No, police.
But I just want this point clear, Mr. Ceesay. I want to compare the areas that you did not go to. NIA, Mile 2, Army establishments, these facilities, and the PIU. On the other side, I want to know what places you went to. Before you have given only 2. You say border posts, in the plural, and Bissau. Those are the only 2 on that side?
On the panel side here, but already, like I said, the officers at Bruceby had already visited the border post, not by the panel instituted.
They
visit that areas. I will not be able to speak on that aspect unless, this is why I said this will be brought in, to clarify those areas.
And why were you chosen to head this panel? Why did the government constitute this thing? I'm coming back to a point that the council raised. What's the reason?
Well, the IG came and said I should head the panel.
Why did they choose you?
I don't know, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Council some point that 1 + 1 equals 2. Everybody knows that. However, there is a bit of a problem. This thing is universal. There was a president of a company who was terribly busy on the day that he wanted to interview some people. And the end of that thing, you may come fall in that basket. He wanted to interview only 3 people for a post in his office, the president of this company. And he said to his staff, bring in 3 people. One should be an economist, the other a mathematician, and the third one a lawyer. They brought them in. He said, look, I'm too busy in my office out here. I don't have time. I'll ask you guys only one question. What is 1 + 1? The economist came in. And he said, 2, depending on the circumstances. Thank you very much. He left. The mathematician was brought in. What is your, what is 2 + 2? Or 1 + 1? He said, 2 + 0 - 0. I said, fine, thank you very much. You go. The lawyer came in. Lawyer, what is 1 + 1? Said, what do you want to hear? And he was the one who got the job. Where these guys are looking at you, thinking that you are that lawyer, he is going to come round and then give us nothing. And therefore, we choose him for this panel. You go out there, go to border posts, go to Guinea-Bissau, and they say, yeah, we were fooled. What is it that attracted them to you? Sorry, interpreters. Are you that lawyer who would give them what they want? And then therefore they just choose you?
Misalol mendi fo be kala lawyer me alon ko itele be kudi le me alon ko to lafita walla.
No.
Ani.
No. Actually, I was, like I said, that this issue, the IG came and he said we should establish the panel. This case was once reported at Bruceby Police Station and the investigation was held there.
Because of the case someone on Bruceby Police Station or
because of the coming of the investigators to this country, I think the government, to the IGP, definitely we are asked to establish a panel.
Thank you. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
Commissioner,
yeah, Imam Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Witness,
Sedo,
I'm very much impressed by your curriculum vitae and all the experience and expertise you developed over time.
Bomi, ila kaitol mi alanko yewol soto kataila doko fanala fokata yellondol mi soto karangola fanala. Wol kada fenal ti mi alanka kata nyabo koti bake.
In spite of all this training and expertise,
nyimbe kango komi yenin londol mi soto karangola fanala lembam foy fo fanadola.
You could not lift yourself above telling lies.
If me from bonding no komi ka kumal fo mi alanka manka tonyati.
And conniving with institutions to send Gambians to jail and foreigners.
Some to
their early graves.
Gambia dimol mia ike so ikatina ika sorong kasol to dolbije fa ikata ika fafanga atarela watu manya.
It seems this is actually the character of the forces at that time.
Akam to ko nyinem jikoti mia longo tanko bundal wole mwela dajikoti.
When you sit back now and think of people who have fallen into that trap, two questions. One, do you think people like you are still in the service of the Gambia government? Two, how do you feel about these people you have really let down in your life?
Obviously,
you must be feeling very bad now. And you did this to many other Gambians. Please explain.
Thank you very much,
Imam.
Actually, I was not doing this thing. I mean, because of I'm not competent. I'm a competent officer. And when issues of the former government is known, their action was terrible. But it's not because of my competence. If I should have acted in any way, actually, it's not that I'm unprofessional. And I think I apologize for that.
Thank you. Yeah, Imam C, you have the floor.
MaLamin, how are you? Thank you for giving your testimony here. What I want to ask you, by the time you people are leaving for Guinea-Bissau, by then you don't hear any information about these people?
Actually, no. And
they did. Okay.
And we did not hear any information about, but we were told that they are spotted in Guinea-Bissau.
Then
the IGP then And that's why you said this journey.
Wale nata nying miro di prunga nyin tam oke. Baraka.
You were actually sent on a wild goose chase.
Kumi ya kile don kada fenno mi yaron kal ma ja nya fonga.
So we can take you have the floor, please.
Good afternoon, MaLamin Ceesay.
Good afternoon.
In the case of the West African migrants, in fact, in that case, you did not even come with a panel. You didn't form any panel. Because during the lead counsel's interrogation, one can deduce confirmations that you are not even familiar with the report. There were indicators that you weren't a participant among the authors for that report. And there was absolutely no investigation that had taken place. Is that true?
I know that investigation has taken place. Actually, I may have seen of my signature appended on the report. I was part of the panel.
Remember, which places, let's cut it very short now. Which places did you visit during your investigation?
Like I mention here that through the close examination by the lead counsel, we did not visit the areas he has highlighted.
My question is, where have you visited?
I personally, I did not go, but according to Bruce B. Police Station, they visited the border posts.
Not about the African Gambians, American Gambians. Okay. I'm talking about the West African migrants. I said no panel was instituted. There are all indications that no investigative panel was instituted. I said, am I right or wrong?
I think the panel was instituted. This is why we come up with the report. But
you think?
But the panel was instituted.
You think? And you said they.
Yeah, the panel was instituted.
Excuse me.
To aid the commissioner, I'll send him the document Exhibit 206A.
Okay.
I think I understand his line of questioning, but it may not be so obvious to the witness. A panel was instituted, that's true, but whether they did the work that a panel should have done, that is something else.
I even disproved that a panel was instituted. Actually, they just came down, sat down as a team, and wrote something. For them, they were made debate to sign, to say we were the panel. I said no panel was instituted.
Well, I will fully accept the liability that actually, since my signature was found in this report, actually, I believe the panel has been instituted.
Imagine, quote his words, lead counsel, I believe. You weren't so. Can you be a part of a panel that you aren't sure whether or not it was instituted?
No. When I say I believe, actually, I was part of the panel. I cannot say that, I'm not responsible for this thing.
Yeah, you cannot exonerate yourself because you are fine.
I cannot exonerate myself from this thing because this is a panel.
We are not asking for exoneration.
Okay.
We are asking for the truth.
Okay.
Was really a panel instituted to investigate?
Yes, I consider it as a panel.
No, it's not your consideration I'm looking for.
It's a panel, the commissioner.
You were part of that panel?
Yeah, I was part of that panel.
Why would you use they and you don't say we?
Okay, maybe that's an error, but we are people who formed this panel.
Fine, you and others.
Yeah, me and others.
My question is, the elite council interrogated you on various areas and so on.
Yes.
I just want you to be specific. Which areas did you visit for investigation?
Ale dingira juma le kumbabo pour alla kiskisiro nyinkuro.
I cannot remember, but many areas where I visited, but I cannot remember.
Name few.
I cannot remember.
It is many. I'm sure you should be able to name few.
I mean, ko Asia dale wodo ngamira ebe dingira dolo fono la nyele.
I think it was after the bodies were removed, actually, around Ghana town. I did not go, but the panel visited the place.
Ngamira kabe wato na yo frel nyimbondi Ghana town sateto.
I want you to review, to admit to the truth, maybe later. Please. That's one point. The other point is if you sought community participation or community involvement. The first port of call would have been the community of Ghana Town. In that case, I mean for the identification of the corpses.
That's true.
Did you visit the Ghana Town community?
I understand the team went there, but I, in person, I didn't go. Team visited, but actually, I did not go. To be quite honest.
Which team members could you quote going there?
The rest of the Ansumana, and people who signed the Ndur, yeah, and some NIA agent.
If it helps, Mr. Kinte,
yes.
The statements were obtained from members of Ghana Town, residents of Ghana Town.
Yes.
Yes, statements were obtained.
Obtained from, but they, the investigators, the panel, have not visited the Ghana Town.
Well,
yeah, it's the same panel, for example, that might have moved or they invite them to come and make a statement.
MaLamin.
Yes, Commissioner.
I really want you to be truthful.
I am very truthful to you, sir. I'm very truthful to you, sir.
No, you aren't.
No, honestly, I'm very truthful to you.
An investigative panel was formed.
Yes.
You did not, you in particular, did not visit any site for the investigation purpose.
No.
And you were the head of the panel.
I mean, actually, to be quite honest, I did not move, but the panel had moved.
And you said your panel visited a good number of places.
No, that one, we were talking of the Gambian American. Yes, so this is why I say that place.
For this other one, your guys did not visit anywhere.
Wait, the panel went, of course, the team went to visit the place.
Again, perhaps I could help. There are certain things that have not been seen. I did not bring them out because they are not necessarily, so I thought they were not so necessarily relevant. But looking at Mr. Kinte's questions, I think they are relevant. They took statements from even the forestry staff.
Parks and wildlife staff.
Parks and wildlife staff. They took statements from members of Ghana Town. So they took statements from other people. So they did all that. The problem is the assertion. You see, in the report was written smartly. They kept referring to Africans instead of acknowledging that these people were Ghanaians. That is one. The second is they had Ghanaians available who could have identified the remains. They did not take the Ghanaians to identify the remains, but they pretended in the report that the public was invited, but there was none available to identify them. That too is another falsehood. So they have done some of the things that needed to have done, but they closed their eyes to the elements of the truth and whitewash the report.
Lead counsel, even the mobilization of community participation or whatever, it has a lot to be desired, left a lot to be desired. Because have they made any public announcement in radio, in the newspapers or whatever, asking people to come forward?
I think he has confirmed that that was not done.
That was not made.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Second, I think your points are quite spot on. These are the problems in the report. Thank you.
Do we have any intention of getting the Parks and Wildlife guys and those Ghanaians that they have alleged to have interviewed or contacted?
You see, that would have been necessary if there were doubts as to whether people were killed. But we all know people were killed. We are trying to chase the pictures. I now have the autopsy reports here.
Okay.
So we would put them in through the right person.
I even doubt the panel, the existence of the panel.
There was a panel. Whether they did the job thoroughly or not.
So that is the type of panel.
No.
A kangaroo panel.
Yes.
Actually, that was
a kangaroo.
Actually, that was a panel.
Okay, a kangaroo panel.
No, I may not put it in that way, but that was a panel.
Okay.
Sorry for...
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Ceesay, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to make them now. And
I must first of all apologize. I should have been here since on Thursday to make my deliberation. But a cousin of mine passed away. I could not make it. And I strongly apologize for that. And I must thank this very commission and also the lead counsel and each and every one of you for taking the Gambia into a right direction now. And, most of these things, the former government was acting just to suit their interest. And they put Gambian into fear. And they operate how they like. That was another issue. I think also we have very good and efficient police officers here in the Gambia. But at times we have a lot of interference in the course of investigations. And a lot of threats have been imposed on people. And people fear very, very well. And this investigation line, the commission is on. I wish them a very successful one. And if I offended anybody one way or the other, I strongly apologize. I am human. Yes. And I thank the Commissioner Ceesay and his team. Job well done. Gambians are behind you. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Ceesay, for your testimony. And our condolences to you for the loss of your cousin recently. Thank you all very much, and this brings us to the end of our proceedings for today. We will resume tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock sharp. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you again very much.
When we touch down, better broke down.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
So she became mine and see the
For all your pastry, bakery, and quality food, CK Restaurant is the only place to be. We do catering for birthdays, weddings, and all related services. We have all kinds of local foods, American, European, and even beyond. Come and have a taste of our local juice, ebe, and other services. At CK Restaurant, customer satisfaction is our priority.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek. Loo lañ soxlaati rek. Maanaam bu dee am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel la ka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indi les products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentee tamit si ay dàlla man waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox Skincare Plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes, fragrances, men's shirts, accessories. We do dresses as well. We do blouses. We do shoes. Name it, we do them. Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection. Zero tasks. Fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème picture boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii.